Barbecue Lane. Today we're going to be cooking an inside round roast. I should preface this video by stating that I do not have video editing skills or camera skills, but I do have some pretty good barbecue skills. So the first thing we're going to do with this inside round is we're going to just take a look at it and trim it before we get the rub on. Today we're using the Gospel rub from Meat Church, and we're going to put a pretty liberal amount of rub on that just to give the meat some good flavor. This rub is a really nice all-around barbecue rub. It's got some honey or some garlic, it's got some onions, some paprika, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and some other stuff as well. And we're going to be smoking this inside round roast today. Smoking it gives it nice low and slow, which lets the meat tenderize and get real nice and juicy for you. So as you can see, we're putting on a nice coat of rub. Make sure it's good and covered. I like to go until you can just see the meat through the rub. But you can put as much as liberal as you want on there. We're going to add another layer too of Meat Church's Holy Cow barbecue rub. This is a pretty peppery rub, so we're just going to add a light coat to all the sides, just a sprinkling just to get some pepper flavor in there and give the rub a bit of a zing with the bark. And once it's all rubbed down, we're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes and get it on the smoker. Today we're smoking it on the Louisiana Grill's CS900 smoker. It's a pellet grill, so it's fed by wood pellets, and we're going to be smoking it at about 225 degrees. So we'll get the meat thermometer right down in the center of that roast there. We're shooting for about 120 degrees. We're starting at 41, so we got a ways to go. See that we're at 225 degrees Fahrenheit. So given the weight of this roast and that heat, we're looking at about 2 hours to get it to 120 degrees. That's for a medium rare roast. If you like yours more cooked, you can shoot for a little bit higher of a temperature. Half an hour into the cook, you can see the smoke rolling off there, and the bark is starting to form on that roast. And we're getting close to 120 degrees, so we're going to put the roast over a direct flame here just to build up a sear on the edges. Usually when you're doing this, if the meat doesn't come off right away when you try to move it, it's not done searing. So give it a little wiggle. If it doesn't come off with a nice tug, then give it a few more minutes and try again. We're going to sear all the sides here over the open flame. My barbecue has an open sear flame. If you don't have that, you could also use charcoal or a frying pan or really whatever you have nearby. A propane grill would work just as great. And that's just really, it's going to crisp up the bark and make a really nice edge to this roast. Once it's all seared, we're going to put it on the cutting board and we're going to tent it with foil and let it rest for 15 minutes at least, but I usually let it go for about a half an hour. It lets all the juices redistribute and lets it finish cooking up to the final temperature we want of about 130 degrees. So after about a half hour has passed, we're going to take this roast, we're going to take the strings, the butcher twine off, and once that's off, we can get to slicing it. Should try and slice against the grain, that way you get a really nice bite out of it. And you can see here just how juicy that roast wound up going low and slow. I don't usually like to squeeze the meat because I find that squeezes the juices out of it, but this is a video and people like to see it. So we'll just cut up the rest of the roast here, and it'll be time to eat. So you can see that's a beautiful medium rare, almost edge to edge. And that is how we do an inside round roast. Thank you for watching Barbecue Lane. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter, and as always, you can visit us at BBQLane.ca.